Jake Bailey ready to do the honors.
And we are underway from Miami.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
Any level to decide their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
On second and 12, Young, and a little floater there is incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away.
Jalen Waddle deep to return it.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over first and 10. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm. Tua and the Dolphins now with a first and 10
at the 33-yard line.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
Now they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner, turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On first down, Tagovailoa going up top. And this one is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some room to work. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a first down. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Freddie Swain. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down and score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
There took 6 plays. kick it away after the touchdown.
From the 6.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive.
Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. They'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Checks this down to Hubbard.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
Waddle now to return it. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So Miami coming out for their second drive.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
On the ball.
First carry for Raheem Mostert.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That one complete to Hill.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Back to the running game with Mostert.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Braxton Berrios. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns.
Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ballgame as they come up 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? guy playing the middle linebacker position, a guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Amir Smith-Marset was the intended target, but now it's third down.
Young. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Throwing, Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Looking to throw, Young. And Thomas has it. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers about ready to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
We know that the rookie's going to go to a top target like that often. That time, though, maybe a little telegraphed.
And that's not unusual, because you do tend to lock in on one of your better players, and when under duress, when in doubt, you're going to throw the ball in his direction, because oftentimes you could be wrong, but that receiver will make you right. But it won't happen every time. Good defenders know this, and they get attracted to the football.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Mostert.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Raheem Mostert
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Dolphins continue to pull away here this first half. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away, but this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd and 9, Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. Open man is Thielen, it's complete. And some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they've picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And for a while when this place opened, all the talk was about punts hitting the Giants scoreboard here in Arlington. I don't think we ever heard about a pass hitting the scoreboard, but that's probably about as close as you're going to get. That one was way up there.
And the final readout on Next Gen Stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air.
Tua now on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much. Guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins. And they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the 2nd half?
Just continue to play smart football.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed in the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Here's Mostert.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is down to 24. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack.
It was Henry Anderson who got in there to get him down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake, went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Tua sets up to pass it. And the grab by Croft. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here we go on 4th down.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
So they were stopped trying to run the ball on first down. Now they take a sack on second down. The offensive coordinator's got to find a way to flip the script on the defensive coordinator because right now the defense has the advantage.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
So he splits the uprights, and it has to be a nice feeling. Right when he left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Pass midfield. The 30. 10. 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Carolina.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking out some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Piniero's extra point up and good.
And the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
144 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
Well, we're going to get a timeout as they deal with an injured player, and it's Tyreek Hill who is the man that's in some discomfort right now.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Once again, we got to get it done as a group. Let's ride, dog. Let's focus in on what we got to do here. Let's go get it. Don't fear it, man. We're going to get it. Let's do it. Ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
2nd and 8.
Young to throw it. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Young on 3rd and 2.
He'll get that to Amir Smith-Marset.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Again, it's Young. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Young on 1st down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Sanders now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.